Hello students, welcome to our class. So today we continue our second topic in your science textbook, that is general science for the standard 6. Okay. So in last lecture we start the living worlds. Here do this activity and find out the living things and non-living things in this picture. Okay. Also we see the first characteristic for this living things, that is the growth. Then we here also completed that how the food is necessary for the growth of the all living things, and here we see that the photosynthesis process is very important in the plant. By this process plant prepare their food by itself. Okay. And also we see the some animals are depend on the food for all depend depend the plants for their need of the food. Okay. And the other animals, that is like wild animals, he hunt the animals which are depend on the plant and fulfill their need of the food. Okay. So here we see the food is very important for the growth in the living things. Also we see the second most important characteristic of the living thing, that is the respiration. Means respiration is the another characteristic of the living things. We see the various organs are present for animals and plants for this process. In plants we see there are the small openings on the leaves of the plants, and human beings have lungs and other respiratory organs through the nose. Fish, animals like fish, snake, frog, these have the other developed organs for the respiration. Also we see start the third important characteristic for the living things, that is the excretion. Okay. In this we see that what is the excretion process. Excretion means it is the elimination of the waste substances, that is we called excreta. Excreta means the waste substances which are formed during the many other processes in the living organism. Okay. So these excreta or these unuseful substances or waste substances are eliminate means it get thrown out from our body. It's called excretion, and we know the animals have some organs present in their body for this excretion process. Okay. As like animals, plants also have excrete means the waste substances also produced in the plants also. So here what happened, the some plants sheds their leaves in a specific season. Why? Because all the waste substance are stored in the leaves of the plants, and in certain period if there is a completion of excrete substance, then what happen, all these substances which are stored in the leaves, these leaves get shed in the certain season. So by this way plant also carried out the procedure, that is the excretion, for removing the waste substances which are produced in their body. Okay. So here we see the excretion is a characteristic of living things. I again explain all this concept. Waste substances are formed during the many processes that takes place in the bodies of animals. So these waste substances, if we see, the waste substances are formed, okay, in our body. Then these waste substances are called excreta. Excreta, these excreta means waste substances get eliminate means it can be thrown out from our body. This process is called excretion. Okay. So animals have specific organ for the excretion. And here we see some plants also shed their leaves. Okay. But in some plants what happen, on their stem or on their bark, the or drumstick, we also say that it is a drumstick. Okay. It is the bark of the tree or the drumstick. So here what happen, on the on this drumstick there is a sticky substance seen. Okay. It is the sticky substance which are seen on this plant of babul, that is acacia. This plant also called acacia. Babul is the tree. On this tree what happen, on their drumstick there are some sticky substances appear. So what is the sticky substance seen on the stem of the babul or drumsticks trees? So here what happen, this sticky substance is nothing but the waste product which is formed in the body of the plant. So these are also waste material or waste product which is formed during the other living processes. Okay, so this is the waste substance, that is the sticky substance which are seen on such type of drumsticks trees. Okay, so also you can find out the answer on the net, that is the what is this sticky substance. Okay, this is nothing but the gum. We use the gum for various purposes. Okay, that is the sticky substance. So here we see the excretion is also a characteristic of living things. So here we see the next activity for the next characteristic. Sorry, here this activity is also for the excretion process. Okay, so here take a transparent plastic bag. Okay, like this. You take this plastic bag and tie it over a leaf. Here, this plastic bag is tie over a leaf like this, as shown in the picture. Observe it after 6 to 7 hours. What do you see? Means after 6 to 7 hours, you remove this plastic bag and observe what happened inside the bag. So here we see the droplets of water collect on the inside of the bag. So here what happened? When we tie this plastic bag on this leaf and after 6 to 7 hours, what happened? The small water droplets is collected on the inner side of this plastic bag. Means what happened? It means that plants excrete water in the form of vapor. So where does the water droplets comes from? So this water droplets is come from the excretion substance which are in the form of vapor. Means plant, through the plant leaves there is a formation of vapor, or there is a vapors form, that is water which is present inside the leaves, it get converted into vapor, and these vapors when comes in contact with this polythene bag, so when these vapors touch inside this polythene bag, this vapor get converted into small droplets. So in this way such droplets get collected on the inner side of the bag. So these water droplets are nothing but the excretory substance, that is the water from the plant. So here another substance is excreted from the plant, that is the water vapor. So in these plants we see that plants shed their leaves, that is the other waste substances are removed in the form of shedding the leaves. Then second we see the bubble tree. On the bubble tree there is a sticky substances appear. These are nothing but the waste material from the plant trees. Okay, and third one is the water vapor, is also excretory substance of the plant. So here we see the water is nothing, the excrete water is the excrete, that is in the form of vapor. So by this activity we see that how the excretion process takes place in the plant. Okay, so here we see the next things in your textbook, that is observe and discuss. Have you experienced this? What happened immediately after the following action? Means here they gives us in your textbook on page number 12. Here they gives us some questions or some actions. After doing these actions, what happen or how we feel when these actions are doing. That is first one we see. It is the this image is related for the excretion of the plants. That is here we see after some plant sheds leave there in a specific season, waste substances stored in the leaves of plants are shed along with the leaves. Means after shedding the leaves, these plants look like this. Okay, this is the plant which have been shaded their leaves. Okay, this image is related to the excretion in plants. So next we see some activities or some actions we do, and what do you feeling after doing this activity. So here you identify that, that is the have you experienced this. Means can you do this type, what happened immediately after the following action. So exactly what happened when these actions are carried out. So first action is that light flashed suddenly into your eyes. When there is a darkness in the room and we light the flash or we switch on the light, then what happened suddenly or when any in the darkness when anyone can take a torch and on this torch, then what happened? Immediately the flashlight flashes enter in our eyes immediately. Then what happened? We immediately close our eyes because the light is accidentally or instantly goes in our eyes. So you response like this, you cannot be see very well. So here when the light flash suddenly into your eyes, what happened? We close our eyes immediately. In second action, what happened? Suddenly you felt a pinprick. Pinprick means if you have to some pinprick, then there is a what happened? There is a bleeding will be occur. So you feel very painful at that time. And third action is that the leaves of the mimosa plant were touched. What happened when we touch the mimosa plant? The leaves of this plant get closed. This action, after doing this action, the leaves of this mimosa plant get closed as like this. So here we see this action. Then third one is at sunset lamps on the street or courtyard are lit and insects gathered around the lamps. So at sunset what happen? When the lamps on the street or some courtyard when on, then then what happen? Some insects or lead which are present in the surrounding get gathered around the lamps. So why should this happen? So it is the response to the lightning of these insects. So here we see these actions. Which actions we see? First action, that is the light flashed suddenly into your eyes. Suddenly you felt a pinprick. Means suddenly you can have a pinprick like touching some pointed part into your skin. Then what happened? You get hurted at that part of the body. So the leaves of the mimosa plant were touched. The leaves get closed when we touch this plant. At sunset, lamps on the street or courtyard are lit and insects gather around the lamps. So why this happened? So here we see these things are related to the next characteristic in the living thing, that is the responsiveness to the stimuli and movement. Stimuli means when any actions is happen in our surrounding or with our body, then we give a response. We react at a certain instantly, we react with these actions. Okay, so here living things act in a various ways when responding to a stimulus. Stimuli means any things or any uh, changes will be occur in our surrounding. When this changing occurs in our surrounding with our body, we respond to their changes. Response means we act in various way for these changes. As like when the light flash goes in our eyes, we suddenly close our eyes. Okay, in mimosa plant, when we touch this mimosa plant leaves, then what happen? The leaves of this plant get closed. So this is the action and reaction. When there is a action takes place in the surroundings with the body part of any living things, then some reactions will be happened by this all living things. So this is called response. We give a response to the certain activities which are happen in the surrounding. So here they give us some examples. If you suddenly enter in a cow shed, when we enter in a cow shed, what happen? The cows and buffalo stand up instantly because if we go inside, they feeling like there is any problem will be there, then due to this they will be stand up instantly. Okay, so begin to move. They can move from here and there when we enter in the cow shed. One or two may even start moving. Okay, moving means they produce a sound. These are all movements. So here what happen? When there is action, the reaction also takes place. Means when we do any activity with the surroundings or other living things, they also reply on these actions. So here we see the first example, that is living things act in a various ways when responding to a stimulus. Stimulus means the various activities which are happen in the nature, that is called stimulus. So if you suddenly enter a cow shed, the cows and buffaloes stand up, begin to move. One or two may even start moving. Moving means it produces sound. These are all the movements which are done by the animals. Okay, in which action? When we enter in a cow shed. Then again we see the responsiveness for the plants. So a creeper planted in the courtyard leans towards a support. A potted plant placed in a window grows towards the sunlight. It means that plant to show movements. Means here we can observe the movements in plants also. As like animals, plants can also move. If we see the creeper plants start to moving or grow in a courtyard in such a way they find the support, and at that support, in that direction, the growth of this creeper takes place. Means what happened? How the creeper plant grow? The creeper plant grow in the courtyard means space at in front of your home or house. So in that courtyard, what happened? The creeper plant start to find out the support, and in that direction it grows towards the support. Okay. Or also we see the another plant, that is in this image we see it is the potted plant. Okay, which is kept in the window. Then what happened? The growing or the direction of growth of this plant is takes place toward the sunlight. If we see uh, out of this window there are a sunlight, so this plant grow towards the direction of the sunlight. So here by these two action we can say that the plants also do the movements in response to the surrounding or stimuli. Means in response to the sunlight, the plants started to grow towards that direction. And also we see for finding the support, creeper plants also grow in that direction in the courtyard. So here we see the plants also show the movement. Living things move their own accord. Means here we see movement of these living things takes place by its own. And we know the non-living things should be moved by applying the force by any other thing. So here living things move by its own, means by its own wishes. Okay, so here we see the responsiveness to the stimuli and movement for the plants. Also we see the animals, the movement or the change taking place in the living things at a such time is there a response to the stimuli. In event that occurs in our surrounding is stimulus. Means event means the activities or anything which will be occur in our surroundings, that is called stimulus. Okay, the ability of living things to respond to a stimuli is called their responsiveness to stimuli. Means here what happen, if there are some changes or some activities or some things are happen in our surrounding, the living things response or react with these changes which are happen in the surroundings. This reaction or this reaction or reacting in any way by the living things is called responsiveness to the stimuli. Responsiveness to the stimuli means here we react by for the any movement which are happen in the surrounding. Here we see the example like when the light flash goes in our eyes, instantly we close our eyes. Okay, there is action and reaction takes place. So in this way the fourth one characteristic, that we response to the things which are act in our surrounding. Responsiveness is the most characteristic of the living things. Responsiveness to the stimuli. Okay, and the movement, these are the another characteristic for the living things. So here we see the some questions, that is use your brain power. In each of the examples given above, what is the stimulus and what is the response? What is the main difference between the movements of plants and animals? So here if we see all the four actions in this your textbook, which four actions we see? That is the light flashed suddenly into our eyes, suddenly you felt a pinprick, the leaves of the mimosa plant were touched, and fourth one is at sunset lamps on the street or courtyard are lit and insects gather around the lamps. So you should find out the in above examples like what is the stimulus and what is the response. What is the stimulus means what is the action, and for this action which response we should give. Okay, so you should find out these two things in the all four examples. And also you should find out the difference between the movements of plants and animals. So how should movements of plants takes place? in the plants and also animals. So we know that animals can move from one place to another, but plants cannot move from one place to another. It can move by their growth, by increasing their height. Okay, in this way we find out the differences between the plants and animals for the movement. Okay, so here we see the next characteristic, that is the responsiveness to the stimuli, which is the most important characteristic of the living things. Okay,